It's Monday. I'm going around doing some checks, making sure everything's watered up. We're gonna try to plant all of this today. It's a ton, but it's gotta go in the ground. If we get all that planted, then I need to go spray some regalia. It's a new organic spray that we're trying out for controlling some of the blight issues on the tomatoes. And Dad is going to continue digging and leveling out for those back high tunnels. I'll take a video of that in a little bit. But yeah, so gotta get busy. We've started planting the lettuce outside. We just finished this little half row here. That's Trucus. And we're gonna make our way back around and finish out this entire field probably. We just got done planting all the heads of lettuce out in this field. There's about 600. We got about 600 of the brassicas to go plant, so we're gonna go do that. And then we just got a few zucchini that we're, or not zucchini, cucumbers that we're gonna go plant as well. I'm out at our new strawberry plants that we planted, and we're getting just a little harvest here. Nice little red guy. But we'll get a few more off of here. I don't know if we're gonna have enough to actually take to the market, but maybe enough that we'll save, freeze, and then use for some jams. I am currently loading up the gator with the asters outside that are blooming. Because we are setting up a little display in the front of the house, a wagon full of mums and asters, and putting a sign out there letting people know they're for sale now. It is Tuesday, we're picking for market, and we also loaded up for, we had an order to take for the schools. We had 50 pounds of slicers and 5 gallons of cherry tomatoes, so it's a little bit rainy today, which makes picking kind of iffy because you really don't want to pick when tomatoes are wet, but we have to do it. Anyway, so we're working on the tomatoes right now, then we're going to do the cherry tomatoes, and then we're going to go back in and see where we're at. So keep it on. We're out still picking tomatoes, and you can see that the blight, early blight and late blight in combination have just sort of taken over some of these tomatoes. The ones up here look a little bit better, but it's still all the blight spreading, which we kind of figured would happen, but it's a little bit disappointing to say the least. It is Wednesday morning. I am alone on the farm currently. My mom and dad went up to our local FBI center. Local FBI center, I don't even know if there's local FBI centers anywhere. Anyways, they went up to the FBI center, and they have a farmer's market this month, and they're gonna have one next month, so we're gonna see how that goes. Don't know anything really about it other than they asked us to come, so we decided to go. So we picked all day yesterday, and that's why there's really no videos, just because I was just picking away. Today I'm gonna work on staking up our new tomatoes and trying to stay ahead of that. I'm gonna spray. It's a little bit cloudy, but I think it's gonna be all right. I'm gonna spray our tomatoes outside for blight. I believe we have early blight and late blight out there, so I'm not too hopeful on any of it, but decide that spray can't hurt, it can only help. Then if I get that done, I'm gonna seed some more lettuces, and go from there. A lot of things, little things I gotta get to, but those are the main important things, and I'm gonna get working on that. I am currently starting to stake up the tomatoes. You can see all the stakes right there. I'm actually on time with these guys, so that'll make it a lot easier once I grab the string and the baling twine and start wrapping it up. Just got done stringing up these 3 rows of tomatoes. Looks pretty good. I just got to make sure next week I do another row, and probably the following week do another row. It is Thursday morning. I am currently in this tunnel, the smaller tunnel, and I'm planting some carrots. I've been working this center bed up pretty good. It's nice and smooth because I'm using this fancy tool right here, and that's the precision seeder. And Anyways, it helps plants things like carrots and anything with really small seeds. It helps you kind of plant them evenly and organized. So I'm currently making my first run. It's purple haze carrot that I'm planting in this row. But we'll see what happens. It's working pretty good for me now, so I'm just gonna keep going and try to plant all the carrots today. Just another look at the precision seeder. You put your seeds in these hoppers, and I'm spacing mine out every other one because I want the carrots to grow pretty good. And it goes through this little, let's see if I can, there you go. These little indents here pick up the seed and then take it through and then drops it down in that little plow there. So yeah, it's pretty good at helping space things out. I'm still probably gonna have to thin some of the carrots out, but I think it's looking pretty good so far. Just planted all the beets in the left side. In the center here we have all the carrots, and then halfway down this row I planted some parsnips. I've top coated it with some organic soil that we had that had a little bit of fertilizer in it. So I'm gonna turn on the overhead sprinklers, get everything watered in, and hopefully start seeing some good germination in about a week. It didn't really show me actually doing it, but I used the Earthway seeder to plant some snap peas. 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the snap peas. So hopefully I have a nice fall harvest for those guys. I'm currently going through tomatoes that we picked the other day and just seeing if they're still good. If they're good, they're going in this bucket. If they're bad, they're going to the pigs in that bucket. And if they're semi-good, they're going in these tubs for canning. Anyways, and I got Jeff outside right now. He's picking tomatoes for the market on Saturday. We really have to pick a little bit earlier just because we just don't have the manpower to keep up with the amount that we're producing. We're wrapping things up on Thursday, trying to stay ahead of market days and stuff. So I'm getting all the herbs and some starter plants ready. All those are what I want to take to the market tomorrow, or on Saturday. I'm so used to picking the day before. But yeah, so Saturday is the move back to school weekend, move-in weekend for WVU. And it's generally a pretty busy market, and so is the following market, and usually that's a good market for herbs, but we'll see. So I want to be prepared. I'm taking lots of basil. That's my #1 seller. I'm just trying to get prepared for it. But that's probably going to be the last video of the day. So we're still working on our back pads for the tunnels. You can see both equipment's going. Today's the last day that we actually have the big excavator for rental. So we're putting some overtime in today, trying to get that all leveled out how we want it. It is Friday morning. We're picking for the market. You can see Jeff, Wendell picking the tomatoes. I'm picking the cabbage. After the cabbage, I'm going to pick the peppers and some of the zucchini behind me, and we will go from there. Taking the first load out from the field. We actually did some potatoes too. I have 3 green containers full of potatoes. It's pretty heavy. And then I got 4 things of cabbage and a green of hot peppers. I still need to get sweet peppers, and we're still doing tomatoes out there, so keep it on. Helicopters checking out what we're growing. It's prime time for marijuana season, so they've been hovering overhead our farm, but obviously they haven't seen anything. A little bit later in the afternoon, we're winding things down. I think we got everything picked that we can pick. Probably got another 14 bushels of tomatoes and another 20 to 30 gallons of cherry tomatoes and a couple tubs of potatoes and peppers and really hot peppers and mums and herbs. But I'm hoping for a pretty good day because, like I said, it's move-in weekend. And yeah, I'm just excited. Last year was a really good day for us. I'm hoping this year will follow suit. But that'll be it for today.